In this video, we'll go over all the WoW news from the past week and try to compress it into a bite-sized video. The first weekly event for Battle for Azeroth is for Mythic Dungeons. Complete 4 Mythic Dungeons of any difficulty and get a nice amount of azerite and a piece of heroic Uldir loot. The Legion Archeology bi-weekly this time around is for the Starlight Beacon toy item. And the world boss for this week is Dunegorger Kraulok in Vol'dun, who drops 355 eye-level pieces of gear. The first wing of Uldir opens up in LFR today. You can do the first 3 bosses, and some of which drop trinkets, which is a tough item to get for newly gearing up players. And all you need to queue up is an eye level of 320. Warfronts became available to do last week, for the Horde anyway, and I guess I mean the scenario itself became available, as you could go around and kill elites last week as well. From what I've done with them, it looks like each time you complete the scenario, you get a piece of 340 eye level loot, and a much higher item level piece for the first time you do it. And since you can't lose and it's repeatable, it seems to be the easiest way to gear up a new character, as you can just spam them non-stop until you get all the gear you need, except for rings and trinkets. It also seems like the rares in Azeroth don't reset until the Warfront changes hands, instead of on the weekly reset like people originally thought it might. The Warfront changes hands every week, so it seems like Alliance players won't be able to do it for a few more days. And now on to weather with DevBot the Weatherbot.
Everyone in the world lies about Santa, because it's fun for the kids. And yet people think the whole world doesn't lie about other things, like the lizard people, the Illuminati, or how jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Thank you, DevBot, for your wildly inappropriate comments. For this week's Warcraft microfacts, we have something in the Arathi Highlands. Outside Stromgarde Keep in the Warfront version of Arathi Highlands is a graveyard, and all of the gravestones are for members of the Desolate Council. In the Warcraft book Before the Storm, there was a meeting held so that the group of undead could meet up with their old families. In WoW lore, the humans wanted no contact with their undead family members, and most undead who tried to get into contact got hunted down and killed. So this was a rare chance meeting set up by Anduin and Sylvanas. But during the meeting, some of the council members decided to defect to potentially stay with their human families. So Sylvanas ordered all of them killed. So the Alliance set up a graveyard for them and held funerals for the undead killed at the very end of the book. And this graveyard in-game is from that. There's no quest that send you there, so you'd only know it was there if you explored and found it on your own. And with that, I'll see you all next week.